Hi guys, Impact here, and today I'm bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video of my Road to Prestige series. This is going to be episode 14, and I will be reviewing the episode of The Walking Dead, which was episode number 11, I believe, of season 6.
All smoke, no
But
fire.
before we do get into that, I do want to get into the Flash, Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, because I am aware that I know I've just started the reviews, but I believe that the Flash and Arrow are on break, but I'm not too sure about Legends of Tomorrow, so I am quickly checking whilst commentating over this video right now. I'm just getting the links up, and I'll be about 30 seconds while the Flash. Yep, that comes back on the 22nd of March, so you can expect to see the review on the 24th.
Requesting UAV.
Yeah, the 24th. Right, Arrow comes back on the 23rd of March, so yes, that is also on break, so you can see that review on the 25th. And Legends of Tomorrow, is that still here? 3rd of March, no, yes, it is still here. We got one more episode. Got one last episode. That's episode 7, which is called Marooned, and then it goes on a 2-week break. Yeah, then it comes back on the 24th, so you can expect to see the review this Saturday. You can see this week's episode review on Saturday, then you'll have to wait 2 weeks till the next one. So I'm just clearing that up. So we will get into The Walking Dead now. Episode number 11, and that was called, wait, was it 11? Yeah, called Knots Untie, yeah, Knots Untie. Basically, Jesus is somehow escaped. If you saw the end of last episode, he escaped and was in the bedroom of Rick and Michonne when it was in bed, to give you up. It starts off with him, well, it actually starts off with a Abraham and Sasha conversation where it's a bit of an awkward episode, it really is. It's a lot of awkward conversations, but you can see a romantic spark between Abraham and Sasha, which then it skips after that little conversation. It skips over to Abraham like sleeping with Rosita, because obviously they're together, so it's a bit awkward there. And then it goes to the Jesus bit. He's sitting on the steps. Cole comes out of the corner, puts the gun to the back of his head. Daryl and Maggie and Glenn, maybe, I'm just guessing this, but I know it's Daryl and a couple others, point guns at him from the bottom of the stairs, and Michonne and Rick come out of the bedroom. They all talk to him. They end up going on some sort of mission with him to go back to his people to sort some sort of a deal and a partnership out. So, and they get food, like Rick's group gets food as long as their group's fine, and they go there, and Cole stays back, even though he was given. Rick said he can go, but Cole wanted to stay back. It's another well, before they get to the actual Jesus' group, they found a little outpost where they was all at, where Jesus was at as well before he encountered Rick and all that. Yeah, they've got walkers inside, and there's about 5 or 6 Jesus' group in there. Rick's group saved them all. Took them back to the group. They RV was using on a caravan, if you're English. I'm just gonna say the RV for the sake of the show, because that's what they're called in America. I'll be back in a minute. We are back in segment 2, and I will continue with the review. So that was not meant to rhyme, by the way, but oh well. I was at the part where they got stuck in the mud, yeah. The RV got stuck in the mud, and then they got stuck pretty much outside of the walls, Jesus' group walls. It's not, so to say, identical to Rick's group setup, but yeah, it's along the same lines of it. So it's got walls, not made out of the same material. So about that, someone walked in my room, so I had to mute the mic. It's not made out of the same materials. Their one's made out of wood. The frame of Rick's group is made out of wood, whereas the rest of it's made out of sheet metal. Jesus' group isn't. They've got a massive, what used to be museum as their outpost, where they've actually got a leader, which actually gets attacked later on in the episode. He actually gets stabbed with one of their own, what was actually possessed, not possessed, but under the influence of Negan to kill the leader of the group, to show what they can do. Because Negan was mentioned in the episode, and then Daryl said they will take him, like Rick and the group would take him on, kill Negan, because they've taken out 6 or 7 of their men before, which was a month ago. That's when they mentioned that it was a month time skip. Now I don't know if I mentioned this in the last review, but it was meant. No, I think I mentioned it was a 2-week time skip, because I mentioned right at the start of the episode, or yeah, somewhere in the episode, that it's been 2 weeks. It apparently wasn't. It's apparently a month time skip. I don't know where a month came from. It was said in this episode, but not the last one. So I'm not too sure where the month came from, but yeah, it was a month skip. So yeah, back on the track of this episode. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really, isn't it? I've just done it in half the video. It wasn't really an episode where you could talk so much about it, because it was such a closed episode, really. But the deal was Rick, Daryl and the group will take out Negan and Negan's group, the Saviours, if you know who they are, which is the name of the group, for the trade of food, medical, I think they said some medical supplies, I'm not too sure, and one of the cows they had. So I don't see why they wanted a cow and not the chickens. Yeah, I suppose you could, you get a lot of eggs from chickens, so you could get a lot of chicken, but back into the second game in the third segment in the video, so just give me a few seconds.
Be advised, hostile dart in your AO. All mission objectives met. On mission.
Right, we are in game 2 now. This game is not as good. It's like in the last game, if you saw the scoreboard, it went 50-9. That was a fantastic game. This one, not a bad game. Still go over double positive, but this one will be more deaths and less kills. I still get a decent amount of kills though, and it's a slow ending, very slow ending for me. I do terrible at the end, really well at the start. But anyway, back to review. Like I said, yeah, you could keep getting chickens from chicken because you get loads of eggs, but with a cow, obviously you can make milk, butter, and cheese. That's it. With the milk, butter and cheese, obviously milk you can drink as long as it's filtered properly and done properly. Cheese is obviously food, and butter, don't know what they would need butter for unless they've got bread, which I doubt they'd have a lot of, unless they find a way how to get a lot of yeast and create their own bread. But yeah, that's pretty much what they wanted. But if they took a chicken or 2 chickens, female chicken, or I think that's called a hen in it, a female chicken, a hen and a cockerel to make the chickens. I don't know, a female and a male chicken, obviously to replicate them. I can't remember the word. Oh, do I not remember the word? That dude, by the way, had an amazing reaction time to use that glitch. I can't remember the word. Reproduce, that's the one. 2 to reproduce chickens. Obviously they'd have enough to keep reproducing, and 2's the start of everything. So yeah, they found a way to make a deal. But I have seen something from comicbook.com, or on Facebook. So it said The Walking Dead showrunner says Negan may appear in the next episode. Now they've already finished filming the season.
That's a kill.
Why would they say he may show up in the next episode? They already know, so he clearly does. Or he either does, or he is in, by next episode they mean in the promo to the next of the next. So either way we should be seeing him in the next episode or the one after next. So either episode 12 or 13. Put it this way, we're seeing him definitely in season 6, but season 7 will be all about it. It's like the same thing with the governor, but worse, because Negan's a bigger threat. Maybe, I know it was like the majority of season 3 he was there, but it'll be like the opposite way round. Around about, well, just under half a season this time. Well, he wasn't there for all the episodes, was he? It'd be about, yeah, about 4 episodes in season 6, and the whole season 7 will be dedicated to it. And he's probably gonna, if they manage to do it quickly, oh well, I forgot that it skips over to a new segment itself. If they do it quickly, Negan's gonna die in this finale of season 7. But if they don't want to do it ever so quick, and I don't know how long Negan actually lasts in the comics, I'm not even sure what happens in the comics after this point. I know what happens in episode, or so, the 100th comic, but I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, because actually I will, I'll tell you now, spoilers. Give you 5 seconds. If you don't want to hear this, mute it for 5 seconds from starting now. Why have I just done that? I said mute it for 5 seconds, counted to 5, and then I would have unmuted it. Mute it for 15 seconds starting now. Spoiler, if you're still listening. Glenn gets bashed and destroyed by Negan and killed in episode 100, or novel 100. Right. Give it a couple seconds. Right, everyone should have unmuted it if they did mute it. But, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. It probably might, or it has high potential to happen, because they have been really identical to the comics this season. I know that because I've seen things around what show matches to it. But yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be him who's gonna die. Someone else will. I thought it was. We know someone's gonna, like a main character is gonna get killed by Negan. My prediction for that would have been Daryl, which will not be this season. The reason why I'm saying this is because they've finished, like I said earlier, they've finished filming the season, and the actor what plays Daryl, which is Norman Reedus, has said he's going to be returning for season 7. And why would you say you're going to be returning if you're dead? So it's a bit obvious that he's going to not be dead, and he will return. This kid sponged a lot of bullets, by the way. And just to say quickly before the video ends in about 50 seconds, it was a rating of about 8.5. This one, I enjoyed it. But anyway, in the description there'll be links to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Be my gamer tag if you want to add it. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll add you as well, because this system's different from the 360. So, like I said at the start of the video, there will be no Flash review until March the 24th, and no Arrow review until March the 26th. There'll be one more Legends of Tomorrow review, and then they come back on the March the 28th, I want to say, or 7th, one of them. So if you did enjoy this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and obviously share if you will as well. I'd appreciate it. Tag me on Twitter so I know you've done it, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.